Good morning. We are on our way to Stitches West. Catch you later.
Obsessed.
Hello, welcome back to our channel. I'm Gabs, one half of our Slip Slip Sis design team. This video is my Stitches West vlog. So I think at the beginning of the video is going to be the montage of all of the booths, all of the things that we got at Stitches. So we went today, Sunday, and on Sunday it is the Friends and Family Day, so that means admission to the marketplace is free. Now there are some perks to it because obviously free is more affordable, but also sometimes some of the yarn is picked over because there's not as people have been shopping for 3 days. I always like going on the last day because there's sometimes more discounts because dyers don't want to bring things back with them. But sometimes it's a little bit tricky because everyone's tired and all of that. So there's pros and cons, and you kind of got to weigh what works best for you and what doesn't. But I wanted to show you all of the amazing things that I got at Stitches. So this is my Stitches West haul. I brought my Sierra Nevada yarn crawl bag, and that was super helpful because it was quite large. I could put all the yarn purchases in it, and I actually was able to talk to a couple people about the Sierra Nevada yarn crawl, so it became kind of a conversation piece. I will say that it was easier to have another bag separate from my purse to keep my yarn items in. So if you're doing one of these conventions, having two different bags, one for your payment options versus your purchases, that made it super helpful. I wore my Buffalo Rose cardigan, which in hindsight was not the best choice because it was a cardigan, so it kept the body portion of it kept getting stuck on my bags and stuff. So I should have worn a pullover instead. So that's something that I should have learned. I also brought my Erin Lane bags, triple zip, and I saw two other people with triple zips as well, so that was cool. I saw some airline bags in the wild, and on the way in, one of our lovely subscribers stopped me and I got to meet her, so that was super fun to meet one of our YouTube friends and Instagram community in person, so that was really great. If that was you, pleasure to meet you. So let me show you what I got. I have this all laid out. I'm not prepared at all. I literally just got home from Stitches. So the first thing that I purchased was from Rad Yarn Company, which it's got this really cute bunny label. She's out of Grass Valley, which is kind of in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. This colorway is called Up to No Good. It was their Stitches West show exclusive colorway. It's 100% super mush merino, bulky weight, and it's got all these beautiful different like colors. It's really pretty. It's kind of highlighter yellow. And of course I bought it because she told me that it was the last bulky weight of the show exclusive. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be mine. So I picked this up. Super cute. The next thing that I picked up was two of these from the Meline Tosh discount spins. They had a bunch of tables laid out and boxes, and they were like colorways that were discontinued, so they were all $15. So it was a heavily discount. These are both Tosh Vintage, which is medium weight yarn, which I believe is like a DK worsted situation. I'm gonna make hats, so I got this lovely green. Went from their colorway of the month, I believe, and this is a Jimmy Beans Wool exclusive Taurus and Speckle. So I'm a Taurus. My birthday is April 24th. So I was like, this will be perfect for me. It looks really nice. And then we were looking through the other bins, and we also have a custom colorway. This is Jimmy Beans Wool exclusive Sagittarius speckled on their same Tosh Vintage base. And this, my older daughter, Lottie, is a Sagittarius. She was born on December 16th. They also had a couple other astrological signs, but none of them were family members. So they had Libra, which was really pretty, and I think they had Virgo left. So I only got the Taurus and the Sagittarius, so we're gonna have some matching hats going on. Then I stopped by the Lady Dye Yarns booth and picked up the 19th Amendment colorway, which was a promotion, I guess, or a free colorway from almost a year ago, and there was some shipping difficulty with that. So I picked up, Shaylee and I had ordered it, so I've got mine and Shaylee. So I picked up my sister's because Shaylee wasn't able to make it, and now we both have our Lady Dye Yarns 19th Amendment colorway. The 19th Amendment was women's suffrage, so that was when the 19th Amendment was passed. White women were granted the right to vote, and other races and ethnicities were to follow after. I'm a history teacher. I won't rant. But yes, the 19th Amendment. My dad came with me, and he bought two really cute colorways. He bought from two different shops. He's a Warriors fan, Golden State Warriors basketball. So he wanted black and yellow he was inspired by the new jersey that they just released. And he got a colorway that was black and yellow variegated, as well as then a black to contrast on the brim of the hat he wants to make. So we got that in DK weight, and then at another booth from, I think it's Seattle Yarn Co., he got bulky weight black and yellow yarn as well, to have two hats in different weights, so whatever the weather. I've got a picture, I'll pop it in. And I saw this and I was like, oh, Shaylee and I need to own this. This is from Totally Rad Yarn. It's called, on their Sweet Sparkle base. I don't know if you can see, it's picking up, but you can see it's Silver Stellina, and the colorway is On Wednesdays We Wear Pink. So that is a Mean Girls reference, and Shaylee and I love it. So I'm splitting this with my sister, fingering weight, 50 grams to each of us. And the last thing that I bought was Bear Yarn, like bear, B-A-R-E, not bear, like the animal. So it is 80% superwash merino, 20% mulberry silk, and this is from Meridian Millhouse, which they like sell undyed yarn blanks. I guess that's what the yarn is called. They sell blanks, and then they dye and they wholesale it. So I got Charlotte fingering because that's what my older daughter's name is, Lottie, but Charlotte. So the plan is for her to dye this yarn. So then she has her own Charlotte fingering yarn. So those were all of the items. Yep, that's everything, all of my items that I purchased at Stitches West. However, we participated in the Among Friends bingo, or bingo, I guess it was passports, where you went to there are different booths and then you got a stamp from each. So fingers crossed we win the giveaway. And then at Cerulean Orchid, where I picked up this lovely pink. She also had like a, wasn't bingo, it was like a scavenger hunt. She had all these different amigurumi sheep around her booth, and you had to find all the sheep knit in different colors. And if you found all the sheep and you turned in your thing, you were entered to win a prize, a grand prize drawing, but you also won like a prize just for participating. So Dad and I got these little cute glittery blue sheep stitch markers from A Needle Runs Through It. So we got that as well. And we had a really great time. I will say this is my 4th time going to Stitches, and while it was the least crowded, it was my favorite time because there was enough time to look at all the booths. It wasn't like rushing. There wasn't like you weren't waiting a lot of time. It was just the right amount of people, of vendors, where you weren't overwhelmed. You could go back to something if you wanted. It was by far my favorite. I also will say that these are now my tips and tricks if you're going to one of these, that we packed our own food, and that made things a lot easier. We made spam, I asked my dad to make spam musubi. So he made spam musubi, so we were able to sit, eat, and then just kind of go on. So pack a lunch if you're going to do one of those things. You don't always know what the food's going to be around, and it's just easier, at least we found, to pack food, and then you don't have to stop. So we spent about 3 hours there. We got there right when the doors opened at 10, and we were back in the car headed back to the Bay Area, I'd say around 1:30. So it was a really good time. I'd recommend going. We'll probably go again next year. Maybe we'll try and do a Stitches meetup, but it was a really good time. That everyone was really lovely. Great to see people, great to talk. I saw lots of Erin Lang bags in the wild, saw some really, really nice people to talk to. We talked to Teal Torch Knits. She was great. Her colorways are beautiful. I just bought her, Chaley and I bought the Portland Yarn Crawl exclusive, the Spooky Kooky Besties. That was super cute too. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next year at Stitches West. And the next Yarny event that Chaley and I are planning is the Wine Country Yarn Crawl, which is basically in Sonoma County in July. So if you're looking for another California-based yarn crawl or yarn event, that's where Chaley and I will be in July 14th, 15th, and 16th. So thanks for watching.